Okay, let's dive into a key skill for any construction project, calculating reinforcement steel weight. Getting this number wrong can really cost you. It leads to budget blowouts and major delays. So here's our game plan. We'll count bars, get the cutting length, find the weight, and automate it.
All right, let's work with a real-world example, a standard 4x3 meter RCC slab.
Okay, step one. First, we've got to figure out how many steel bars we're actually working with.
Now we've got two types of bars here, main bars and distribution bars. They run in different directions.
So the big question is, how many main bars are we going to need for that 3-meter width?
The formula's pretty simple, and that +1, super important, because it includes the very first bar.
So for the main bars, we take 3,000 millimeters, divide by 150, and then add 1.
And boom, that gives us exactly 21 main bars.
Now we just do the exact same thing for the distribution bars along that 4-meter length.
But you can't put part of a bar on site, right? So you always have to round up,
Which means we're going to need 28 distribution bars to get full coverage.
All right, step 2, now that we know how many bars, let's figure out how long to cut them. See, the cutting length isn't just the slab's width. We have to account for these things called hooks. For a 12 mm bar, that's an extra 120 millimeters on each end, so 240 millimeters total per bar. So you just add that hook length to each bar span to get your final cutting lengths.
Okay, we have our counts and lengths. Now for the big one, calculating the final weight.
To do that, we use this super handy industry standard formula to find the weight per meter. So for our 12 mm bar, we plug it in and get about 0.89 kilograms per meter. In this table, just puts it all together beautifully, quantity, length, and the final weight for each bar type. Add those two numbers and our grand total is just under 160 kilograms of steel. Now, doing this manually is great practice, but let's talk about making this way easier with Excel. You can build a simple sheet where you just plug in your data and boom, the totals update automatically. So, mastering this isn't just about numbers. It's about keeping your project on time and on budget.